Give me a oh, fuck you now. How do I link stuff? Alright. Hurry up. Right. It's English. English. Where's YouTube? Hi. Hello. I can't see who the fuck that is. Does it just say hello? No, I haven't played this game before. Is that going to affect my gameplay? Because I haven't played this before. Oh, I felt like it would be Charlie. Just like from the presence. Please adjust the slider until the computer is being. Oh. Eh? Oh. Well, it didn't work for a minute. Fuck's sake. Why? I should have done that before I fucking. Oh, no, it's 2:27. That's great. Oh, there's actually people joining this. Fucking. Spider-Man may be famous. Here we go! Hey! I love this game. I've not played it, but I've watched people play it, and it made me want to play it, so... I'm playing it. I'm gonna feel like this when...
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk.
How quality? Is the quality bad?
And
Is
he
quality
pushed
good?
buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came.
I think the quality's a bit
Though he
shitty,
had
innit?
been made exactly for this job. Stanley was happy.
Is it
And
just
then
me?
one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Oh
No
no!
one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Right. Is that it then here? Boop, boop. Is the quality alright in here? I don't fucking know.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ain't no mountain high and low. Ain't no mountain high and low. What does it mean?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Wow.
It has really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Wow.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. Yes, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
That's quite a nice painting. Don't think
At
it's
this
a painting.
point,
It's a
Stanley's
picture.
obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Okay, it was actually like the actual time. That's quite sick. Well, yeah, 'cause I did put it in, didn't I?
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue.
Alright, okay, I'm
But
going.
when a long
I'm going.
time, but
I'm
at
going.
last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Isn't there a closet or something? I kinda wanna see it.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh, this game's humorous. I kind of want to now. Eh.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Yes! I'm a man. Oh, this game, man. Oh,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
missed a memo. Just in here. Oh, none.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
Hey.
entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either.
Oh, looks like why
In a
the...
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
But why did that turn... Did that just turn off? What the fuck does that? I thought it was sitting... I thought that was a person. Right. Oh. The bedroom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
He stood here, can I
Stanley
leave?
just couldn't do it. He
I'm
considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might
Bye.
be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Someone
All
dropped
because
their
he
coffee.
believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe,
The fuck?
he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Hey,
All of my co-workers blinking
Let
mysteriously
me-
out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make...
I feel like this is a bit too loud and I can't hear myself, so I'm going to like turn the volume down just like a wee bit.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Alright.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Ah, the main can. Ah, the main's alright.
This is-
I just don't kinda want like I fucked up. I want to hear myself.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Ah, okay.
This is the story
Cool.
of other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he walked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
Where'd I go?
Dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found
Oh,
an
it's a
answer,
wall.
an explanation. His
Let me-
co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Wee.
Then he imagined himself soaring
Oh,
through
my
space
flying.
on a magical star.
Yo, was that
And it
my
did.
tripping?
It
I
was
should.
so much fun.
Oh, I was
and
the trip.
Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
Right, okay, what's
How
going
was
on
he
here?
remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing
Have
itself
schizophrenia.
being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me.
Let me
thinking
out.
about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their
Shut up,
the
man.
truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to
I'm going.
Stanley.
I'm going to turn my volume up. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'd want to just kind of check the quality of his Can't they fix this quality? So
Certainly
shite
on the
is shite.
dark that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently.
Yeah.
And invited himself to wake up.
Yes.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin,
Cool.
the press of the mattress on his back,
Right.
the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
I'm gonna wake
I'm
up.
through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife,
Drink some
and
apple
my
juice while he
job.
talks and
All
waffles.
I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My
Ugh.
life is normal. I am normal.
Normal.
Everything will be fine.
I'm not teaser.
I am okay.
Yes. Speech, my man. Yep. Still here. Still here.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real.
I didn't mean to go this
Just
way.
Someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Fucking hell, mate. Just gave me anxiety.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Yay, woman.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and
I
what
am
isn't.
Megamind.
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so
Aye.
it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Great man. Can we never do that again, please? That was torture. Quality's still shite. How do I do that? How do I like fix that? Because I don't think it's gonna... Ugh, this isn't great. I'm trying to fix this shitty quality. How do I fucking hell? Right. I'm just gonna put Ka-chow because it seems a bit fun. There we go. I guess I'm just gonna suffer. Oh, God's sake, I didn't want. Get that away! I don't want the comments. Jeez, didn't want that there. Right. Is there no way I can fix the quality? Nah. I'll put subtitles a bit right there. Right. Oh wait. Ah. Okay. So, ah! Let's just interact. There's
All of
nothing.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. We'll do as it's told. Which I'm not very good at, but we'll do as
When
we do.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Bap, 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 bap. Oh, we cannot open doors then. Let me in a door.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How did that change? What? Ah, broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
What's up there? A shiny.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Oh. Wrench. Wrench. No, that's a wrench. That's not a wrench. That's a wrench.
He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I think this guy anger issues.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes.
Standing around doing nothing?
Yes.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I like brooms. There's your explanation.
You realise there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance.
Oh, there's some pliers. Give me the pliers.
Whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
And I have the broom.
This is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Ah, broom closet. Can I shut the door? Yes.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really
Oh, whoa.
stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
And we're just...
With drug money.
Do you know what?
Also,
I'm going to
Stanley's
sit
addicted to
here
drugs
and I'm going to
hookers.
drink my apple juice. It's so called fat and ugly.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Oh, God.
Got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and we're just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system.
Oh, no.
And you collapsed in front of your screen.
Oh, no.
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby
What's that?
so as to ensure that your body is taken
Oh, it's
care
late.
of before it begins to decompose.
Oh, what
Hello?
one?
Anyone who happens to be nearby?
Hello.
The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming. So
Wow.
the irony and insightful commentary of this game
Fuck the
is not
Pope
lost on
and
them.
the IRA.
Alright, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
No. You call me fat and ugly, so... Seems like I'm staying in the broom closet. I should play this game when I'm high. Is he gonna speak? I know he's just hiding somewhere, so I'm gonna like sit around. Why is the water like that? Ain't no mountain high or low. Ain't no. Okay, we're good.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
That
office.
bright. What a creepy office. Eh? Beep 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 boop. Oh, spaghetti. What? Uh-oh, what? Uh-oh, what? Uh-oh, what? Uh-oh. If you like it, then you should put a ring on it. If you like it, then you should put a ring on it. What? Uh-oh.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Oh no!
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
That was my
And
fucking
so
password.
the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
Oh!
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
What? Nah. Nah.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Two, 8, 4, 5.
Is that a door? What's that? Oh, that's a wall. Why is it paintings up there? What's the deal with that?
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Oh, what's that? Oh, fucking hell, it's just a fucking... I thought something was chasing me. It's just a horror movie, man. Why is everything... I thought there was something chasing me. Jesus Christ. I don't like the darkness. Put the lights on. Oh, that doesn't look very safe to me. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, guess we're going in. Alright, okay, that makes sense. My delivery's on its way. That's fun.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape? Yeah.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Liar! You lie!
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Oh, red door. Red door. I mean, it doesn't look very safe, I'm not gonna lie. Because if I do that, then I might actually die, and then I end up having to go right to the start again. Or I do it anyway. Ah, I died. Ah, yeah. That makes so much sense. I don't trust him! Oh! Cool. The fuck, man?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
Oh, no, no,
he
no.
reflected that
No,
his
no,
life
no.
had been of no consequence whatsoever.
I'm hiding.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story.
Ah.
Trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world
Please.
is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the
No.
eyeballs from a blind.
This is torture.
And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
No. Ah.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
What the
In a
fuck?
single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing
What?
him instantly.
Well, hearing that from a woman isn't very settling. Stanley! The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
Yeah,
What
man.
exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Stanley's
see
computer.
Do you
Oh,
see
fuck
that
aye.
Stanley
My
was
computer.
already dead from the moment he hit start?
Obviously out. So that's my office, and you go bub 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 bub, and then bub 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 bub, and you go bub bub bub. Where's the two doors then? Where is the two doors? I don't see no two doors. I'm pretty sure this is lying to me, because there's no two doors. Okay. I don't want to read this shit. Seems a bit boring. The office. That one tickles my fancy. I like that one. Jeez. Sorry, people. People pulling my shoes. Office computers. I can't even see what the fuck is on that computer. Office clock. Oh, that's amazing. Boss's office. A lounge. Underground.
back to where he was.
Okay. I don't.
Nothing there. Shoot. Well, try the other one then.
Okay. Freedom ending. I want freedom! Freedom! What the fuck? Oh. I don't like the sort of noises. Crazy. I don't know how I got here, but am I Stanley? Are you from? I can't read. I don't know what the fuck that means. Capybaras? What the fuck? Narrator emails. Ah. After the second trailer we sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. Well, we had intentionally planned to use these for their promotional materials. We never found a perfect use for them. Here are a selection of the names. I appreciate the previous Stanley game was a work of art. Oh, who cares? Warzone. Should I not be reading this out? I don't really care. I'm not. Does it look like I have a million subscribers? Mate and swim. Right, I went in circles. Let's go back round this way. How did I go over there again? Oh.
Stanley jumped in the river.
Did I?
Nothing there. Shoot. Well, try the other one then.
So...
Let's see. Stanley walked through the green door. Where were all of his co-workers? Oh, I don't know. How about they're throwing a surprise party for him for all his button pushing? Does that sound plausible to you? Leaving. Stanley stood on the roof. Now then, This elevator for sure would get him right back on track to where he's
Right,
supposed
what am I meant to be doing? A little bit confuzzled. Did I die? I think I died. Am I meant to like go back or something? I'm not quite sure what I'm meant to be doing. I think I'm dead. Every time I keep stopping, it's because I'm trying to argue with some cunt. Right, I'm not done. Am I allowed to go back? I'm gonna, what am I doing?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Off.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Oh, shut up. I'm trying to play a good game and people are arguing with me. Gosh, man. That's right. I fucking hate people.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh, my
Stanley
delivery's
decided
been...
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
My package has been delivered. New content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Wow.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Woo!
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Right.
Okay, so
See how
far
people
it's an
argue over you, right?
special
Because
yet,
you're
and I'm
getting.
sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
I would say so. Like, see when people argue with you for having a pair
Is
of
it broken?
Jordans.
What's
Uh,
going on here? Should we be
they didn't
moving
buy.
somewhere? Or, oh, here we go. All right, finally, at long last,
Seems
it's
a
on
bit
to the new
stupid.
content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Woo! Let's do it.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if
It's not really deluxe, is it?
Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
I'll give you the content.
All right, let's see it.
Jump circle. Oh, let me jump.
circle.
Yeah! Jump, 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 jump. Oh. Jump, 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 jump. Boing, boing, boing. I'm very upset. I thought that was like a challenge. Can't even jump anywhere. That's no fair.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
There's these and boxes. Can I give me my jumps back? I'm sorry. Kill yourself. God's sake, I hate these noises. So loud.
Goodness, another elevator. Stanley,
Goodness
I have
me.
to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is
Jump,
new
jump, jump,
content,
jump. Well, I can't
could
jump
just
anymore.
read you the whole dictionary.
So-
There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more.
Better to fall asleep, but
Yes, I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens
I like
when
this even
greedy
work.
video game developers
Do you know
with
why do the
no
lights not
respect
work?
for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this?
Yeah.
I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
yeah.
It's my fault, Stanley.
They're called
I built
Twitter,
up
man.
too much
It's X.
anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid.
How
It
weird.
could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game?
No.
And we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
No.
What do you say, friend?
No. No. Someone just called me Scooby-Doo. My name's not Scooby-Doo, it's Scooby-Dooby. Dickhead. Do not assume that I am Scooby-Doo from Scooby-Doo. Why does only the broom closet open?
Psst. Stanley, come
Ah,
over here.
what do you
In
mean,
the
mate?
vent. I want
Wait.
to show you something.
I didn't see anything. I'm going over here.
Oh, You don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
You're a dork! You're a prick. I've never heard that. I've never heard a Scottish person say that. That's... If I go, right, I want to see what's in there, but I also want to piss him off. But I don't want that door to shut, because then I won't ever know what the surprise is. Okay, I'm gonna... Okay. Can I open any of these doors? Why are they locked? Ain't no
When
man.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go, oh no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Ain't no mountain high and low. He looks always shouting that. I don't like how brooms look like that. Like, I don't like them. They just seem weird to me. I'm very tired still, for some reason. Ain't no mountain high and low. Ain't no...
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I feel like I could have completely went the other way, but I've just kind of fucked it for myself in a way. I mean, I did, but you know. To be rich, is it a crime to commit crimes, isn't it? Rich, what a life it would be to just to have to pick just one. Eh? Can I see myself? Why do I have no reflection?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be?
What was the code again?
This keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. Extra secret pin number 2845.
Ah!
But of course,
I'm not sure if
Stanley
that's
couldn't
numbers.
possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Woo!
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Ain't no mountain high or low. Yeah, so my delivery has been delivered. Whoop whoop. Fuck off, man.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
I've been through
Mind
there,
Control
so yes.
Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I might do.
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their true
Wow.
nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley,
That's a lot of
one of them,
co-workers.
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control
How
facility,
creepy.
it was too horrible to
My
believe
eyes
it
hurt
couldn't
looking at
be
that.
true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
Why is that one
His
red?
own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Is that it? What's going on? Oh. Alright.
But here was the proof.
Oh.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Yeah. I'm Batman. Da 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 da. That's not
And when
the
at last he found the source
Star
of the
Wars
room's power,
theme
he
song.
knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After
think
they
so.
kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you
Woo!
want? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent,
He's toxic.
Stanley suddenly realized
Don't
he
you
had
know
just
that you're
initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode,
Oh, no.
eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes.
I'm
Now,
suicidal.
this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes
Shook
off.
me.
But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the
I
machine and
erased
set
it.
you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other
Whoopsie.
times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock.
Yeah, this is rigged, because,
Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running
Yes.
from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
I will
These
get
numbered
it.
buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything,
There's number
anything,
buttons?
Something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Batman.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because
What the
I want to
fuck?
watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to
Tragedy.
control this world, that's
With the
fine.
music of the murder or the tragedy.
First,
Does anyone
so you
actually know the song to that?
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you
Oh, no.
being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
Fucking shit, man. So, no, literally. And that's where I end there, because I'm going to go get my package and then play the rest of this game later. Banger.